Kielty, plumbing, heating, cooling, celebrating 15 years of bringing comfort to you. Healing Realty, call RJ Kielty, they'll get your system working to cool you down. And if fixing a leak is what you seek, RJ Kielty service is the best around. RJ Kielty, plumbing, heating, cooling, over 50 years of bringing comfort to you.
Tell us this. Welcome to episode 48. And today I have some really gorgeous women with me. And then I have this guy.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
The Bearded Brothers, you know. But we have Amanda here, Robyn, and Jamie, and we were talking chamber. So I guess let's start with that. Well, we'll start with Jamie, I guess, you know, chamber president, right? Is that the actual title? Or
CEO, president, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks for having us, first of all. And before we get into the chamber, I just want to say that, you know, Tanner and I had a bromance of sorts.
We did.
Not too long ago. We went out to lunch on the water. And
beautiful view.
Beautiful.
They actually gave us, you know, pretty, you know, pretty nice.
Pretty table.
Yeah, they saw you two coming and
said,
"Oh, let's find you a nice seat by the water."
Exactly. And little did I know that Tanner and I grew up playing ice hockey.
Oh wow!
I didn't expect it from somebody in Florida, but played ice hockey in college, and so we talked ice hockey, and he threatened to get me back out on the ice, which I haven't been out for 25 years. So we'll see how that works.
We need his arms and legs to be okay. All right, Tanner. So take it easy on him.
Yeah, he's just a year old with the chamber. Okay, let's.
Well, I'm scared.
We want to keep him around.
Yeah, we'll keep him around. He's doing an all right job. You know? Yeah, I'm scared of my 5- and 7-year-old. They're going to start lapping me here soon on the ice. So
absolutely,
you're a hockey dad now, huh?
Hockey dad. So I don't know if I want to coach. We were talking a little bit about coaching and stuff like that. Some of those parents are pretty crazy, honestly. So
has Harper put on a pair of skates yet?
Not yet. She tried to put on some like rollerblades and stuff like that, just because whatever her brothers do, she wants to do, whether it's
awesome.
Girl power.
I love that.
Girl power.
That's right.
She's a tomboy. She
love it.
She if they're wrestling, she wants to be jumping on the piles.
Oh, that's so good.
That's great.
So
good.
I'm loving life right now. It's pretty cool.
It's awesome. Young families are great.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much for having us. Really appreciate it. Love what you guys do in the community and support of the chamber and everything else you do. So appreciate that.
Yeah, I want to just give you guys a plug too, because and sure we can attest to this, you know, the chamber back in the day was like you had to be in the chamber, you know what I mean? All the really great businesses were in there. There was a lot of collaboration, you know, there's development week, there's, you know, they did so much great things. And then it kind of had a, you know, I won't say anything bad because, you know, I was still in the chamber and everything, but you know, it changed a little bit. And then Jamie came in and with your support system, I mean, you guys are doing an incredible job. You know, you're not doing the same old, you know, you're changing with the times, you're doing some different things. So maybe kind of talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, we actually had a board meeting earlier and talked about a lot of this stuff. And, you know, I think oftentimes organizations like this tend to gravitate to a singular person, and we really made an effort with Amanda and Robyn's support to activate all the different strengths and pockets and abilities throughout the board and the ambassadors, and really began to lean on those folks. And what we found was, you know, Robyn has her strengths and what she wants to, you know, and Amanda has her amazing strengths and all these people. And then we just try to kind of herd the cats and bring it all together. And it's created some really cool stuff. And I think next year, again, we talked about this earlier, we were like trying to clean house, like, you know, take care of our own house this year.
Right.
And then as we move into next year, I think you'll begin to see more and more of kind of those, you know, those fruits from focusing on us internally, it's just really fun. I mean, like the board members, like, man, the board meetings used to be such a drag, and here we are today. We're like laughing and cracking jokes and that kind of thing. It's just fun. It's just
That's how it
I'm
should
really
be.
lucky.
Yeah.
I'm really lucky. So thank you, boss.
Mhm.
Boss ladies. Thank
Never
you.
a boss ever.
No.
No, we're in this together, Jamie.
That's right. That's
Well,
right.
I remember just Jamie. I know we'll talk about the gala and stuff that you guys have come up, the award ceremony. Hearing you speak last time up there, you know what I mean? I'm like, this is just a good guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He's
we
not
were-
like the serious, like, oh,
We were all
and this
thinking the
award
same
goes
thing.
to.
We were like, where the hell did he come
I know,
from?
right?
He was just like meant to be behind a microphone.
Yeah, seriously.
No,
I think it's a hidden talent.
well, and I was like, if you ask me what happened at that gala, I was like,
doesn't
I don't
remember.
even remember one thing that happened. Not because I was drinking either, just because there were so many things going on, and I didn't really know. I still didn't know anybody. I think it was the first time, and I was looking at my script when you won your award. You're like, "Thanks, buddy." You pat me on the back. I was like, "What is that?"
Oh my god.
That's Tanner Kielty. He's winning
You
the
shouldn't say
award.
that out. Maybe you should have said that one out loud, but that's okay.
No, it's okay. That's how I like
I'm
to be.
honest. I'm honest to a fault, believe me. But no, it's great. And this one coming up is gonna be super fun. So last year we had
Well, last year was amazing. So it's
last year we had 436
Yeah.
nominations for the Best Pasco Awards. And hopefully we can share that link up there.
Mhm.
And this year we have 2 weeks left and we have 518 nominations. So really exciting stuff. And pass this to Robyn, but when we started talking about opening the awards up, usually in a lot of chambers just do it for chamber members. And we started having
that's
this
what I love too. We were
conversation.
talking about
Right.
that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's really about the whole community. Chamber member or not, we have events throughout the month that we encourage anyone to come to. That's how they learn about the chamber. That's how
Yeah.
they get involved. And that's how we really wanted to present ourselves as the chamber who welcomes you, member or not. One of these days we're going to ask you to be a member for sure. But we want to educate you first. We want you to get to know what the benefits are of being a chamber member. Just like you said, back in the day, people didn't even think twice about becoming
No, it
a
was
member of the chamber.
automatic.
They really thought they had to, or nobody was going to know how to get in touch
Yeah.
with them, right? We were like the phone book.
And there were a lot of help too. There were a lot of help.
Exactly.
you know.
So, we had to get back to some of those grassroots kind of ways of thinking. And I think, opening up these recognition awards to the entire community, it did exactly what we wanted it to do. It really allowed people to learn and understand we're still here. We're here bigger and better than we've ever been before. And we just want to keep that moving forward. In business, in personal lives, and certainly in the community, you have to pivot. You have to pivot and shift all the time.
And more as the time goes, like I've had to,
Absolutely.
you got to change and you got to look at everything you do every year. You can't,
You do. And, we have developed a really strong team around Jamie and Kaylee and now Amber, working together to keep everything on track. We're not a board that just sits back and watches it happen. We are engaged. We serve on committees now. It really is an opportunity for people to impact their community, where they live, where they work, where they play. And that's, I'm really proud of this year, and honored to have been serving as the board chair, to see it all come to fruition the way we had kind of planned it a year ago. So
that's awesome.
Good
Yeah,
stuff.
I know. I like that where it's not just like exclusive thing, and you got to be part of the chamber to do it. People, that's the wrong type of thinking, in my opinion, because you want people to experience it and see the value in it. You know what I mean? So we were at the gala last year, and I was at a table with all new people within a year, and they were just talking about how refreshing it is, everything they're getting about, you know what I mean? They're able to talk to people. They're able to problem solve with other people. They went to a lot of the different events that you guys had. So that's a testament, you know what I mean? Because if the new person you know what I mean, is having that good of a time, then it's working.
Yep.
And it makes the conversation easier with businesses like yours because
Mhm.
oftentimes you'll sit down and you'll have these conversations with larger businesses that say, well, we don't really need the chamber, but the conversation is not, do you need us? We need you.
Yeah.
And we need to continue to
Mhm.
develop and cultivate
that.
this business community because as Pasco continues to grow, the businesses are what are going to support it, the nonprofits, community-based organizations, that kind of thing. And we love large projects like Spiros and all that
Mhm.
stuff, but really it's these businesses that are going to support the growth of that.
Yeah.
So we're going to continue that.
I mean, people that are in the community, in the chamber, in these groups, talking to people day to day, all the Rotary, everything, you see those are the businesses that are succeed. And those are the
Yep.
businesses that are generational. They've been here a long time. They're, you know what I mean? Put yourself around the right people. It's not just like, as you said, what the chamber can do for me, but like put yourself around like-minded people that want to go in the same direction, want to help people. You're going to succeed.
It's always about relationships. People
Mhm.
buy people. They don't buy things.
Mhm.
And if you're not out in the community, you're not building relationships, then come see us because we can help you.
That's right.
And Pasco does that. I mean, well before my time. People, I've shared this, and it's not just because of what I do. I've been in a lot of communities, and
I was
Pasco,
just going to ask you that.
Pasco does it different. It really does. There's
proud of
this,
that.
there's this
Mhm.
resilience in this edge, and I don't mean that negatively, but in a way of like, I was at the Marjorie Hope's, and I saw you serving, and Sean Foster, and
Mhm.
Robyn, and Tina, and all these people, serving. It was packed, what 400 plus
Yeah,
people
400,
there.
yeah.
Every
It was
seat.
amazing. And then I was at the Pace Breakfast, same venue.
Yeah.
But you look around, you see, Pasco State College and education and the sheriff's department, and everybody's there. And it just, I haven't experienced it in the different communities that I've lived and worked. And to see that translate to business,
Mhm.
to your point, is amazing.
People
That's
like
how it
fight
should be.
to help. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're like,
Yes.
no, I want to help.
Exactly.
No, I want to help.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Talk about fear of missing
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
That's diehard Pasco
Mhm.
for sure. I've been here almost 40 years.
Rob, I see you everywhere. You know,
And-
see all you guys, you know.
And it's funny that you say that. We talked about that at the board meeting this morning too. About you do have to embed yourself in your community if you want to see it grow, help it change, and keep it moving forward.
Yeah.
And that always comes back to you both personally and professionally. Some of my best friends in the world came from Rotary relationships, chamber relationships. And I don't want to do life without these people.
No.
They are who I can lean into and on, and pick up the phone and call for any needs. There's really nothing that we can't figure out together. So yeah,
It's like a mastermind of people. So you got your Rolodex. You can say, hey, I'm going to call this person. I've got this problem. Hey, I'm going to call that person. I mean,
who do you know?
yeah.
And
these
someone.
people are open too.
Yeah.
They're going to answer your phone call. They're going to, I have competitors that I could call and say, hey, who do you use for this? Oh, here it is. You know what I mean? And I think that's what makes Pasco different. People just care. They want to help. It's not all about knocking heads for the most part. You know what I mean? People just really want to make a difference and help somebody,
I agree.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Flip this way?
Yeah.
So speaking about making a difference,
Mhm.
from the day I started this position, I saw you guys are really involved in working and supporting folks with autism on the spectrum, the whole thing. Where did that come from? From your background and
Yeah. So
everything?
my mom, she's my mom, she's probably the most genuine, loving person there is. And she instilled that in me. And then my dad, I wish I would have had it. We actually had it was actually the chamber float. It was the RJ Kielty chamber float. This was back,
Wow.
I don't know, 70s sometime. You know what I mean? And
Gotta revisit
that. Yeah, it was pretty cool. So he just growing up, he's always instilled and always gave back, always did everything. And when I came in, I'm like, let's supercharge it. You know what I mean? So, our different trucks have different charities on it. We always do the, a lot of, my sister's, 4-time survivor of breast cancer. My aunt, my grandma, both passed away from breast cancer. So that was always kind of really big,
Very
big to us. So, we always like to do a lot. When we originally started, it was we were kind of giving money to like national guys. And then after a few years, I'm like, no, let's do local. So like a lot of times we'll just pick some families that need help and stuff like that too. And then for autism, for, Kitty Up Ranch, if you haven't been out there yet, you need to go out there. I mean, what a
Gotta go
just,
meet Tammy.
yeah, literally Tammy and Doug
They're just
are just like, you walk, you meet people like us, you know what I mean? You just know they're genuine, good people, like wanting to make a difference. Like when I met her the first time, whatever it was, 15 years ago or whatever, I'm just like, wow, this person is just doing it for the good.
right reason.
The right
The right
reasons,
reasons, so that's kind of what it was kind of been instilled in me. I was like, just, you're lucky to be in the position you are. Let's help other people, If it comes back, it comes back. If it doesn't, who cares? I don't, you know what I mean? We get to help people. So
Do you hear that, businesses?
yeah.
Because it does come back.
Listen
Yeah.
to this
It does,
man.
yeah.
No, that's awesome.
No, like my dad said this too a long time, and it's just always stuck with me. Like, hey, the community supported us for this amount of years. Now we're able to really push and help the community. So
That's awesome.
we're very blessed to be able to be in the position to be able to do that. So
And now you're doing it this way.
yeah.
This is amazing.
Yeah, this is what I love too. So
Yeah.
we bring small businesses on there. We get to kind of highlight their businesses.
Love it.
We should have
Yeah.
brought something. I forgot we could bring
Well, he's
Yeah.
got it hanging right behind his head.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
Yeah.
Brooke, did you move this on purpose or is this always here? Oh,
It's
That's
all,
awesome.
look, this is
Here we
was
go.
here
it's
just for
it's
us.
like in a perfect position.
And Tanner,
It's like
what
somebody placed it
What
there.
did you win at the gala last year? Would you like to share that with your listeners?
Yeah, we were lucky enough to win the Large Business of the Year award. So we
That's great.
appreciate that. So
It's a huge honor.
yeah, no, it really is. And again, testament to what my dad's done and still to all of us. My dad's still, he's probably here now. You know what I mean? He still comes in and, whips us in shape and leaves, but
He gets to do that now.
He does.
I can't wait till I'm at that point.
Yeah, right.
Right? I'm gonna be like,
All
Connor,
right,
you need to
see
do
you later.
this, and this. Okay, I'm leaving. Oh
Oh,
wait,
that-
he might say do that now.
that's literally what my dad does. You need to do this, this, this. I'm
Yeah.
like, I've already done that. And then plus I already do these. He's like,
Oh,
okay, I'll find something else for you.
okay. I'll get
Time to
back
go to
you.
lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and part of that award is not only, the business and how you treat your customers, but going back to what you said earlier, it's your place in the community, what you give to the community.
Mhm.
And that, holistic view of businesses and what businesses can be in the community is part of what we're trying to do with the
Yeah.
awards. So,
And honestly, we do want to highlight our members
Mhm.
and make sure that we're supporting them in multiple ways as a chamber. And this is just one of those really, really neat ways that we can do that by opening it up to the community to nominate their favorite businesses, business owners, businesses themselves, people that, really serve in their community, Rotary clubs, nonprofits, you name it. And again, we're blowing it out of the water this year again with the nominations. So you still have several days left. I think 13 days.
Can we, do
Mhm.
we have the link for that or do you need it? We got it up here. Cool.
Yeah,
Got
and
it.
we would
Nice.
love for people to
look how
just
professional this
get
is.
on
Yeah.
there and
Cool, right?
click on
Jamie's
that
the
link.
man. Yeah.
Click on that link and tell us about who you really would like to see recognized, because we would love to highlight as many people as we possibly can.
I don't know how you guys pick because there are just so much incredible.
It's a super secret committee.
Yeah.
Super secret. I didn't even
Mhm.
know. Honestly, I didn't even know one person on that committee.
Did you?
Nobody told me.
I like
So,
that.
Yeah, it's good, because again, I think it's about the nominations, really, and getting to know that there are a lot of people out there doing a lot of great things in our
Mhm.
community and highlighting them, and then obviously recognizing as many of them as we can at the banquet.
Mhm.
And the event itself is over halfway sold out.
Yeah.
We're 60 days out.
I was
It
about to
happens-
say you gotta
Get your
if you want to,
tickets.
yeah, you got to get a ticket because if
I
not, you're
texted
gonna be
him
like,
last
"Fine."
night. I'm like,
Yeah, I
did you
know.
get a table
I know.
yet?
I need to. Yeah.
Look at Jamie shaking his head.
No, he hasn't. No, the reason I'm saying that is because literally you got the last ticket
Yes.
last year.
Last
did.
year.
I did.
Wow.
The last ticket.
Yeah.
Somebody canceled and you got the ticket.
Yeah.
So that's why you're sitting in the back of the room.
It would have been pretty bad if I didn't show up too.
Pretty
So-
bad.
RJ Kielty, RJ
RJ
Kielty,
Kielty
Bueller,
here.
Bueller.
Bueller.
Yeah, it would've been awkward. Awkward.
Oh. I could have like a little chair in the back or something. I don't need to eat.
This
I'd like
year we're
to
putting
ex-
your chair on the stage. Just
Yeah,
so you know.
okay, cool.
Well, you'll present an award.
Cool.
Yeah, you're going to present the Large Business of the Year award. Because
That's
that's what we're
awesome.
going to
Did
do
you know
this
that?
year.
Yeah, we talked a little
Okay.
bit about that.
This
Yeah,
is
that's
not
pretty
surprise.
No.
Okay, all right.
I would do it either way.
And
Yeah.
actually, you might hear Tanner on the radio because we
Mhm.
brought him in to advertise a little
Nice.
bit about the awards. We're bringing our previous winners in to our Chamber Minute, and which happens on Hits 106 every morning at 8 a.m. And we're advertising the awards. So our previous winners are coming in and recording and helping us out a little bit there too. So
And getting them
I
involved.
love what you guys are doing. You just, just adding all these different things that, these little things add up to something really great. I love when you did that, the Chamber Minute, and I'm sure 106.3 kind of stepped up and stuff like that for you guys too.
Yeah.
That's-
absolutely.
shout out to those guys too. They're, they've been great to us too. So throughout all the years, but let's talk a little bit more about the event. So like somebody that never gone before, what can they expect?
A good time.
Wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
good time. I think
Everybody's dressed real nice and
well, this year, so that's a good point. So this year we have kind of a vintage retro Florida theme. And Kaylee in our office came up with the concept postcard. Did you guys get your postcard, by the way? Yeah, we got it.
Look
Come
at
on,
that.
Rachel.
Look at that.
Got their postcard.
What?
Here we go.
That was planned so well.
I
Nicely
know.
done,
I
Brooke.
know. They just got their postcard.
I
So-
love it.
So the name of the event is called Postcards from Pasco,
I don't know if that's good
And-
because we're behind, but
Yeah.
and
Oh, there it
it's
goes.
like
there it
a
Yeah.
vintage kind of retro Florida feel. Some of our board members don't like to kind of dress up in tuxedos and stuff, and so we want to create an atmosphere that's welcoming for everybody. So it's got that retro Florida feel, and we got some surprises that we're kind of working on with it. But we sent out 990 postcards to businesses throughout Pasco, inviting them to the Best Pasco Awards in the event. And we did that in partnership with Lighthouse. So,
oh really?
Yeah. So
That's great.
Another
Lighthouse.
great
Yeah.
organization.
So there's this thing for community-based organization nonprofits called social enterprise. You create a product or service, and that product or service helps generate income and revenue. Well, one of the products and services that Lighthouse does is mailings for the community. And so they do our statements and our invoices, and they just recently did our postcards. So
Really?
yeah, it's
Isn't
pretty
that
cool. They're kind
fantastic?
of married.
And
That
for
is
those who
awesome.
don't know, Lighthouse is
Yeah, sorry.
Lighthouse for the visually impaired and blind.
Yes.
And you're right. They have been around in this community for many, many years. But it wasn't until I went in and took a tour that I even realized they had this program.
This is the first time I've ever heard of it.
Oh, it's amazing. And it employs people that
So they do it at the
at
facility.
the
Mhm.
facility.
Really?
And-
And they actually came and picked them up too, because Blackjack printed them.
Mhm.
Jamie didn't even have to touch them.
Mhm.
All he had to do was approve the design. They came and picked them up, took them to their facility, and mailed them out.
Mhm. Mhm.
So for anyone that has the need, for services like that, reach out to the Lighthouse. They're doing some wonderful things for, the community around us that need it. They really do.
Mhm. Don't give them
And
too
we
much
need them.
Do they have that
business,
on their
though.
website? Yeah.
Jay
I'm
said
just
save
kidding,
room
I'm
for
just
us.
kidding, I'm just
That's
kidding.
right.
I don't know the answer to that. We have the Greater Pasco Nonprofit Network. We heard from our nonprofits that they were struggling a little bit with funding and coordination and all of those things. So we created this roundtable. Actually, Kaylee's concept, and
Oh, Oh,
at
really?
one of those.
Kaylee's awesome too, by the
Isn't
way.
she great?
She's on it.
mean, just amazing, and her growth over the last year with the chamber
Yeah,
and
fantastic.
evolved and just pivoted and all these things. She's been amazing and an amazing partner in making this happen.
Don't
So,
get any ideas.
No.
yeah.
Just so you know.
You have your
You
team.
got
I got mine
you-
right
you have
here,
your
Brooke.
team. You have your team.
Shout out to Brooke. She's fantastic.
right.
Oh, yeah, she's, women are a lot more organized than us.
Good job.
Well,
She keeps us organized.
Robyn and I will. I mean,
Yeah.
You guys are pretty organized to do all you do, whether you
Yeah.
think you are or not. Trust me, you're
Appreciate
leaps and
that's how
bounds
it looks
above
on the
us.
outside.
Yes, exactly.
But Lighthouse was at our nonprofit
Yeah.
network, and as we were talking about resources and opportunities, that was one of the things they said they did. And I was like, "Hey, have you ever done this?" And they were traditionally, I guess, doing boxing and packaging, and hadn't really indulged in that. But it's been a great partnership. So
and I think that's one of the things that we're not giving ourselves enough credit for, Jamie, is that we listen to our members. We're really, we're taking the feedback that they're giving us and not just holding on to it, but putting it into action and allowing them to put their footprint in the community by whether it's us opening a door for them or introducing them to the right person. And I feel like that's been a big part of our success this past year as well, is making sure that we're listening and not just holding on to that information.
Yeah, and
I
definitely
love that.
putting it in action, with these roundtables that we had one, then it grew into a second one. Medical roundtable has been around for a long time. It's just exploded this year
Yeah.
though. And then we moved into the nonprofit roundtable, and then, not for nothing, we do have this amazing veteran community in and around us too that needs support. They need to be able to connect with each other and figure out what services each other has so that they can work together and collaborate. So now we've got this great veterans roundtable going, and it just
Giving our members a voice.
we really did listen, to where the gaps were, and then we had to just figure out how to fill them. But that's our job. That's our job as a board member. I've said it all along. I never once signed up to sit on a board because I
Have
could
your
put
name
that on the
it.
resume,
Yeah.
or I knew that if I
Make
were
an
if I was
impact.
going to commit, I was going to
Mhm.
commit and
We laughed
and
about that yesterday.
make some
That's not
changes,
in our
yeah.
DNA.
Not
We
really.
can't just sit in a room and not say anything.
Yeah.
It's
It's almost
a blessing
impossible.
and a fault.
Yeah. Why do it?
Right?
but we've seen so much growth and opportunity by doing
Mhm.
that, by putting yourself out there and really listening to the needs in the community. Then it just opens up all kinds of doors, that we can help to let people walk through.
What's the next round table?
Ooh.
All right, Jamie.
I
tell.
love the veterans one because that kind of near and dear to my heart too. When I was at college, it was called the Jim Moran Institute for Entrepreneurship at Florida State, and we had one that was I forget what star general. He was really high up, but he actually taught our marketing class. Believe it or not, incredible guy. Anyways, he started a entrepreneurial boot camp
Mhm.
for disabled veterans.
Awesome.
And it was, man, they brought in, and they all pitched their business ideas to us and stuff like that. And then we stuck with them for a week, and we helped them. And then after the fact and stuff like that, if they had questions, and how amazing these people, same thing, people blown up, lost legs, and third degree burns over their whole body. And it was, really eye opening. But anyways, what do you think your next one's going to be?
the Veterans Roundtable.
Yeah.
It happens the first Tuesday of every month at 9:00, and it's been happening throughout the county. I'm sorry.
So
it's
what
at
happens
8:30.
in the round tables?
8:30. So it's interesting because all of them take their own shape, and that was kind of by design. So the Veterans Roundtable has actually taken kind of an advocacy stance.
Mhm.
It brings together not only nonprofits that support veterans, but also veteran-owned businesses and then businesses that are interested in kind of working with the veteran community. But they're, the message is there seems to be a little bit of a disconnect between what veterans and the veteran serving community are feeling versus what perhaps some of the perception is out in the community. And they're taking a little bit of an advocacy role of let's help educate people of like what it is. Here are the challenges, here are the opportunities, here can we, where do we go? And the nonprofit network's a little different, where it's about sharing resources and aligning. And like you talk about entrepreneurial, entrepreneurs, and by essence, that's what I am. And oftentimes we work in a silo. It's like you're doing so much and you're working in this silo, and so now the nonprofits are like coming together. And
I love that too. That's another, because it used to be kind of I from the outsider looking in, almost like a competition thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
but
now
we
they're
all
coming
have
together.
resources that can span across, similar concepts. And I was in the fundraising development nonprofit world for many years. That's how you and I initially met, was through the American Cancer Society. And then, but all of those opportunities allowed me to really learn what kinds of things we could share with each other and cut our time in half, basically. Our efforts could be collective, and then everybody wins, everybody grows, and you teach each other best practices. And that's really what these roundtables are, in my mind, were launched as. It was a place for us to just collaborate, share, learn from each other, and do it better. Just keep doing it better, but doing it better together. And it took the competition out of it. It really did.
And not just talk.
And it just uplifted everybody. So
absolutely.
How many people do you think were at our last Veterans Roundtable?
So we're averaging probably about 20-ish, give or take. And that's like spans, we had representation from the legions throughout, and Steps to Recovery. And shout out to Michael Bertha with Coastal Bay Tax. He has been an absolute gem for the chamber and stepped up in so many ways. He chairs our YPG. He's chaired the veterans. He's a West Point grad. Amazing guy, and just gives his heart and soul to these things. It's so funny. He's an accountant, right? Amazing accountant.
Yeah.
And he comes from the accountant background, so everything he shares is like data points.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
It's awesome. He talks in numbers. It's great.
It is amazing.
We know what percentage of
the variances
people come to the YPG last year,
from what part of the county they come from, and it's so cool. But has a great passion for it, and really leads it. And Chris Cologne's been out with Tunnels for Towers, and then also we have a State Farm agent who's a veteran who's come out, and his last name is Minks, but he comes out and just from a small business perspective, a veteran owned business. And
we have a couple of we have had some attorneys come out that really concentrate on veterans affairs and helping people that way. So the services have just come out of the woodwork, for lack of a better term. We and part of it is where they're meeting too. They're meeting in some veteran owned businesses, or they're helping each other in a lot of different ways in support. So.
But as our county is growing, the need for these voices and that connection that's without confrontation, right? So you've got the healthcare, you've got the veterans, you have the women's group. You're putting 50 plus women in one room, and they're all loving it
every month.
I mean, and it's sold out every single month. So I feel we have proven that what the chamber is giving is what the community needs right now. With our growth and the excitement that we have within our community, it's been a little overwhelming because everyone's talking about the chamber and how exciting it is,
Yes.
and it's just all good stuff. And we're giving our community a voice in a safe place.
And Professional Women in Business, by the way, is tomorrow
Oh yeah,
at
plug for that.
HCA
Yeah, there you
Trinity
go.
Exactly.
at 11:30, and there's a presentation from a great speaker, Cheryl Moore, who's talking about kind of burnout and leadership and all of those things. But you know, the other piece of it is, I think, in this day and age where AI is so hot,
Yeah.
right? And digital marketing is so hot, and zero click marketing and all of these things, that, you know, one theory is that, you know, this thing is going to turn a complete 180, and it's going to get back to
I agree with that.
handshakes and in room
I
and
100%
eye
agree with that.
contact and all of those things,
I read a
because
story
you
about it the
don't
other
know
day.
what's real right
Right.
now,
Yes.
right? We're real, by
People
the way.
are just
We're in the room.
bombarded
Yeah.
with just
And they don't want to see
junk.
it.
Yeah.
And they don't want to see it.
Yeah, so
I'm to that point too. You know what I mean? I need a recommendation. I'm going to ask some, you know, I'll ask you or you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Hey, who's the best for this? Because you can't believe anything else. You know?
reviews and
Right.
comments and stars and all those things
Yeah.
are all generated now. So you're only going to get real if it's real.
How
one-on-one.
exciting is that, though?
Yeah.
I would. I mean,
Yeah.
I know.
we were talking about our age earlier. We're not going to discuss that now, but right. I mean, to get back to what we were taught,
Mhm.
Right.
right? You look somebody in the eye when you get them in a handshake, and if you're going to commit to something,
Yeah.
finish it. Like
Mhm.
all the things we were just talking about a couple minutes ago. But I mean, how exciting would that be to get back to some side of, you know, maybe not posting every single thing that we do on social media, and
Mhm.
you know,
It'd be
getting back to
nice.
those real relationships.
By the way, question though, there's 4 different decades in this room.
Jamie,
Wow,
Jamie,
Jamie.
stop.
Wow. Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Shout out
Look,
to my
even Robyn's
millennials.
looking at you. Go ahead, Robyn.
What I was
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I mean,
We are not
could-
playing that
it-
game.
No,
Jamie.
it could be anybody though.
No,
It could
okay.
be anybody,
No.
because everybody looks so good in this room.
I agree with that statement.
Distinguished. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, vintage.
Wow. Oh shit. Can I
You were
say-
good. And then-
Just like the,
Can I
just
say
like
that?
the banquet.
I just-
OMG.
I love
this is
that.
well. This is the fun that we have,
We
and this
do.
is the fun that we have. We're going to have on July 16th at the banquet. It
Yeah.
is not
Yeah.
stuffy.
No,
you
it's
know,
not.
It's
No.
it's well done, but it's fun, and we're there for 3 hours, and I can't tell you how many people came up to me after and was like,
Is it
"Oh,
over?
it's over already?" Like, because it was
It
just
honestly,
so
that
fun.
went by
did not
fast,
seem
didn't
like
it?
3 hours.
Yeah,
at
I know,
all.
right?
And that's what we're trying. You know, that's what we try and do. Have some fun. You know, make sure that people are getting recognized, and you know, our amazing sponsors. By the way, our presenting sponsor this year
Yes.
is Achieva Credit Union,
Yes.
which is
Thank you,
huge and
Achieva.
stepped up. And I'm going to share in Florida Sports Coast and Pasco EDC, and some of these organizations we just didn't have a relationship with.
Right.
Good, bad, or indifferent. There was just no relationship. And so the fact that Achieva and Florida Sports Coast and Pasco EDC and all these amazing businesses stepped up is huge. And so I'm going to do things a little differently. And when I talk about our sponsors at the event, I'm going to share just kind of a little story, a little background, because it's more than these sponsors writing a check.
Yeah.
It's the relationship that we've created over these last 2 years and,
I
and
love
beyond.
that, Jamie.
And that you
Yeah.
fostered, Jamie. So
Mhm.
kudos. I think Robyn and I can both agree.
Yeah.
Jamie was such a great choice to lead our chamber to the next level. And he's done such an amazing job. And I haven't met one person that was like, oh, that Jamie guy. Everyone loves him.
Still a lot of time.
Everyone loves him. And he's
He's smart. He puts the right people around him.
he's doing a great
You know?
job. And we're really excited for what the future holds.
Thank you.
Yeah, and he didn't come into, you know,
The
a
easiest.
room that was necessarily
No.
at all what it is today.
It was all
Mhm.
intentional.
Yeah, and so, you know, he pivots better than anybody I know, and really has understood who this community was, but it took a lot of work. It took a lot of work, a lot
We
of
talked about this before. But I
conversations.
think Jamie called me. I'm like, who the heck this guy calling me? I think the first
Yeah.
week he was there. I
Right.
don't know when it was, but
Yeah.
you know,
And
hey,
he-
I
and
just
he
want to,
really-
you
And
know.
how does he have my number?
Yeah.
It wasn't me.
But he did pay attention, to a lot of small details that
Mhm,
needed to become bigger details,
mhm.
and he allowed us to share with him history, and then he would ask questions, and well, who do you know that I need to know,
Mhm.
and opened himself up really to
And we all kind of threw a bunch of
all
stuff
the
at him too.
opportunities.
Yeah,
that
it,
were-
yeah, it was awesome. No, it was awesome.
I could see him coming in that first week going like,
Yeah.
whoa.
Well, we prepared him for that during the interview process.
And
We
I was-
tried.
I was so happy too that the introductions weren't just this person's great. This is who you need to meet and blah blah. It was like you should talk to this person, right?
And let me help you make that introduction.
Right, and
Yeah.
we need to mend this relationship. We need to create this relationship and those kinds of things. And so these two folks in the room were those primary people making those introductions and stuff. So I won't tell you which one. Give
Yeah.
me your phone number.
I
Yeah.
did. I don't think I did. Maybe I did. I don't remember.
I'm not sure. It was good. I'm good with it. Well, let's read a few comments. So,
People are watching.
People are watching.
They are.
So Reagan Weiss said, Jamie has changed the game in the chamber. Well done. Keep going.
Oh, thanks, Reagan.
Nice.
Appreciate you.
Dan Flowers, room full of heroes.
Right back at you, buddy.
Oh, wow.
Dan's the
Dan.
same way. He just got on the
Dude.
board of pace and
Yeah,
he's just
he
like
did.
He's killing it.
attacking it. He's like,
He
what
is.
can I do? I don't want to sit,
I could attest to that.
Yeah.
Tanner and I did a tour at Dan's
Mhm.
request
That's
and
awesome.
of the
Yeah.
Pace Center, and I hadn't been there in years. And
See, I didn't know. I would have brought you in.
Aw.
I had never
Sorry.
been. Yeah.
This is
It
my
was really
fourth year
cool.
on the pace board,
Yeah.
and we've really made some headway and strides. And yeah, Dan came in, and
That breakfast was amazing too.
Yeah,
And
we were
shout
talking
out to
about that.
Angel. I thought I heard somewhat of Angel's story, but I guess I didn't.
I
And
don't
that
think any
was-
of us had heard that whole story
Yeah.
before, and I don't think there was a dry eye in the place.
No, I was just like, man, why do they got it? And I was then the dad, I'm like, oh,
I know.
gotta have people get me crying this early or what?
yeah, but
So
the
just,
game changer is that she continues to give back
Mhm.
to those entities and people and places and things
Who invested
that
in her.
invested in her,
Mhm.
and that she sees are investing in other young women just like her.
Mhm.
And we love her.
And yeah, so when I asked her, and I did personally sit down and ask her to share her story,
'Cause that's got to be tough. to do,
she
too.
she said yes.
Mhm.
And then her biggest concern was that she do Pace justice.
Yeah.
And I said, this is exactly why I asked you to do this,
Mhm.
because I know you will.
Mhm.
And she did. And so yeah.
Can I
did.
give her a shout out too? Because she's actually heading up the gala.
Yes.
Angel
Really?
is the one that puts it
Yeah.
together for
Yeah.
us.
She does
She
that.
does.
She does like the parade downtown.
We're so
Like,
lucky to
she's
keep her
just-
this year. I
Yes.
went
Yeah.
back
Yeah. And actually last year, she and Maria Johnson
Yes. But
was
this
the
year,
other one.
yeah.
Maria's
Yeah.
awesome too.
that
Love Maria.
that have been instrumental. And Maria runs our professional women in business, MCs it, and you can't get a better MC out
No,
there.
you
Heck
can't.
no.
Maria and her whoop.
I would
Yeah.
love to see her
She's
and
gonna-
Jamie MC.
Wow,
that would
that
be
would be
fun,
fun.
right?
her
Back and forth.
mosquito. Listen, how well, shout out to Tino Daniels
Yeah.
and Jackie Eden also
Mhm.
helping on the
It's
event
definitely a
this
team
week.
effort.
Yeah, and but how boring is mosquito control? And yet you went to
Just-
her
No.
event. You went to her event, and you were like, "Are we talking about mosquitoes or like what is this?" It was fun.
Have you ever seen
It
her
was
in the
fun.
parade
It was fun.
walking by the mosquito float?
Oh,
She's
no.
handing out fly
So
swatters
fun.
and
In her orange
and her
shoes
tutus and yeah, nobody does it better.
I don't know if I've
agreed.
told this story, but they helped me so much, and you helped me get put in the right places too. But we did a egg drop, and again, it was for veterans and it
Oh,
was for during
gosh.
Easter. The year before, it was all fine and dandy, and I had my buddy. He's a helicopter pilot, but then he had a commercial pilot, and we dropped eggs in Starkey, and then we just had an issue. This
Last minute.
last minute
Like,
issue,
last
like
minute.
you guys can't do it. I'm like, we've advertised this everywhere. There's literally thousands of people
Oh, yeah.
showing up. This is not good. Going through every channel I could think of. Amanda helped me get in touch, and mosquito control made it happen. They're like, yeah, we could, for this kind of community event, we can help. You know what I mean? Like,
That's
oh, thank
awesome.
you. And then the county tried to say, no, they can't help because of risk control or something. And finally, they made it happen. But they
That was another
believe
team
me,
effort.
That was
yeah.
a very big team
Because it could have
effort.
been really bad. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was literally last minute. It was
Like the day before.
Yeah, it was like
Right?
2 days before, and I'm talking to people like Friday at like, you know,
You got a helicopter
7, 8
out
o'clock
back?
at night.
We were like,
you
who
know
do
what
we
I
know
mean?
that has a helicopter?
Yeah. So mosquito control,
Yeah.
thank you. I'm like forever
Wow.
in
Yes.
debt.
Yes.
Not only do you keep mosquitoes down in that area, but you
You
guys
saved
saved
a
it.
community event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that helped a lot of veterans, and
That's awesome.
that was Warrior Wellness, Tyler Harrington.
Tyler. Just call
Tyler.
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 Yeah.
We put it on, and it worked. Ended up being actually an
did.
amazing event.
Awesome.
But
But
yeah,
we
but it
haven't
took
done
some
it
years
since.
off my life.
Yeah,
so.
but we haven't. I asked Tanner if we were going to do it again, and I think he said we're going
Maybe
to try
next
something
year.
different. Yeah.
Maybe
It was a great
drones.
event. And a lot of
Maybe
people
try
had
with
fun.
drones.
Drone
Yeah.
drops.
Yeah.
I don't know how much they could. There's
Walmart could
thousands of people.
Walmart.
But
Walmart.
Yeah, we have a lot of
Jamie's
drones.
willing to reach out to Walmart for you, Tanner.
There we go. All right,
Are
Jamie.
they chamber members?
Yep. What else do we have? Sandhill Crane of Pasco Inc. I'm a new business in Pasco, but
He's
had
been a
been
crane operator
for
for
10
10 years.
years.
Yeah.
Oh.
I've recently purchased a crane and thinking about joining the chamber. You should.
Come out
You're gonna
to
meet a lot of people, and reach out to us too. We might be one of your first customers. So
There you go.
we always
Wow.
need people putting up AC units for us. And
Wow.
whatever else, boilers or whatever.
Oh, look, your favorite person's watching you.
Oh, my wife. Oh, we're talking about Dan or Erica?
No, I was talking about Way to go, Tanner.
Thomas Holcomb, Aqua Blue.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
get it. He's the man. He
Yeah.
always steps up
Wow.
too. Real
Thank
good
you,
guy.
Thomas.
And then Daniel Flowers, my favorite place.
I'm
Talking
not
about
sure what he
pace
was.
again.
Oh, was he talking
Yeah,
about
probably talking about pace, I'm assuming. So, well, I got a few more questions for you guys. This year, what else are you guys doing differently?
Ooh, again, another topic of conversation.
Well, we're
Just-
bringing on a new board chair.
That's right.
This will be my last month.
Let's talk about that
June.
too.
Coming up will be my last meeting as the chair of the Greater Pasco Chamber of Commerce. It's
Thank
been
you
an
so
honor.
much.
It's been nothing but an honor. And when it was time for me to talk to people about doing this with me, and I had to think about who I would bring on as my vice chair, I really didn't have to think too hard. I just drove to Amanda's office
She
and
did.
sat
too.
down in
She
front of
did.
her.
She did too.
She can't say no.
That was my hope. I mean, I pulled out
It's
all
harder
the
in
strategies
person.
I
It's
had.
harder in person.
And Brian was in the office.
And Brian was there, and he still talks to me today. He's still talking to me today. But yeah, I knew that Amanda had all the qualities and strengths of who I would want to lead my chamber if it
Mhm.
were mine.
Mhm.
And she definitely said yes. She thought about it for a second
Mhm.
and kind of calculated out all the other things that she does, which we all do. And but that's what makes us who we are. And it is hard for us to say no sometimes. We have to sometimes, but she's been a great partner. I know she's going to do an amazing job leading this chamber into the next level that we're aspiring to hit. And I'm going to be right there beside her as the past chair. And
That's why you're one of my favorite people.
oh,
Yeah.
Robyn Liska, yo.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
it
you
really
guys are
has
good.
it really has been an honor to serve and to watch Jamie be Jamie in the community.
Take
He's
the bull by the
awesome.
horns.
And yeah, and he's not afraid, of any of it. And he makes it look really easy and seamless. I know how hard he works.
Mhm.
and we talk multiple times during the
does.
week. And you know, but it's not always an easy thing to be concerned with everyone else that's
Mhm.
you know has all the things going on that you know they do. And
Mhm.
but I know that that's just something Amanda's always been able to handle too.
Mhm.
When I first took my role with Habitat for Humanity, I sat down with her too because she had been a board member. I did not realize that that was her first board role.
Oh, I didn't
And-
even know you were bored. We do a lot of work with Habitat. They're
And
really good
so I was really shocked when she told me that. It seems like she's just done that all the years that I've known her. And but it
people.
meant
It doesn't
a lot.
promote it, which is
No, she doesn't. But it did mean a lot to her. And I was so happy that I took the time to sit down and talk to her about all the opportunities that I wanted to help Habitat with in our community. So yeah, I knew then that she was my pick
Mhm.
for board chair this year.
All right.
So here we go.
so
She
the
still has
question's
a
to
whole
you.
another month. FYI, we're not there yet.
5 weeks.
Yeah.
She keeps saying it though.
I'm
She's
like, you're not
pass it
done
off.
yet.
Like,
No. So we're in the midst of a transition. All three of us are working very closely together to make sure it's a seamless transition, to make sure we don't miss anything. Get excited about what's coming up. We were just having a conversation yesterday that I'm a big proponent that you can't market for a business until you're ready to accept customers.
We were talking about that. I love that.
And Jamie has been working really hard to start accepting customers. And so my goal, of course, shocking, right, is I'd like to brand the chamber a little bit more. A lot of people
I agree with
don't,
that.
right?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know who Jamie is. And he's very passionate about, he doesn't want it to just be about him, which I 100% get, because it's about our membership as well. However, people need to know who Jamie is. I laugh because I was telling Brian I was going on the podcast today, and I showed him the picture I'm assuming Brooke put together, right? And it's the three of us, and he's like, "Who's that guy?" And I said, "That's Jamie." And he's like, "Oh." I'm like, "Okay, well, see, we need to make sure that people know who he is."
Tanner really I don't know, aged. I don't
He's like, "Who's that guy?" So we're going to be working on branding the board, because the board gives a lot of time and energy. We'll be calling Jackie and having her come out and kind of rebrand, what we look like on the website, and making sure that we come up with something cool for Jamie to do once a month. Jamie's business feedbacks or something like that. That's my marketing brain going. And then
He'd
we're
be good at that.
right. Because
He would.
He just called it, and I'm not sure if anyone else. He just called himself an entrepreneur, because this is
He is.
and he
Absolutely.
is.
We talked about that
And
previously. Yep.
he's got a lot of things going on in there that maybe people need to know a little bit more about, not just where you come from, but where you're going.
And where the chamber's going, and I think
I'm
that's
gonna lay down on this couch
Yeah.
and just kick.
That's the piece, that we also want our members to understand. We're constantly working on the vision and the mission of the chamber, right? Because again, it has to pivot and shift with what's going on in the times, in the community. And but this just isn't about being there to answer questions, that businesses have. This is about helping them grow and helping them become more viable in our community, working with the economic development side. And those are some of the really exciting things that I think you're gonna see this next year or two, that we're gonna be able to implement in multiple ways.
And one of the things that, because we have listened to our membership, there's a yearning for education. So we're going to be bringing in that education module, and we're not quite sure how that looks. We didn't even know how roundtables looked this year, but we
That's
tried
right.
it, and guess what? It worked.
It worked.
So that education piece, where Robyn and Jamie and I have this idea of like a C-level, and I think I've talked to you about this, a C-level roundtable where you've been in business for more than 10 years. What we're talking about is different than what a new business owner is talking about. The conversations are just different, and they're conversations that we need to have. We need to sit down with people that have done. We're not starting. We've already been there. How do we move forward? What do we need to change? So we're talking about bringing that possibly round table. We're not quite sure how that's going to look, but we're going to discuss it. We're bringing in committees into our boards. So a lot of committee work will be done outside of the board meetings, and then brought back for, for different discussions, different ideas. Yeah, we're excited. We're excited to start bringing in new customers.
Yeah.
Right. So we had to get those SOPs and revise our bylaws and our, just making sure all the boxes were checked so that we can make sure that we're moving to the next level.
I feel like you guys seen growth though, right? Yeah.
We have,
Yeah.
tremendous.
And it's been
growth.
organic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
It's-
has been. And we just, again, like
But keep the pedal,
conversations, we're focusing on attracting, not recruiting.
Yeah.
Right? And how do
I like
we
that. Yeah.
continue to focus on ourselves and focus on, and you'll see a strategic plan kind of roll out with things that I don't think, I think chambers are moving towards as they're evolving. It's not your grandfather's chamber anymore.
Yeah.
It's evolving, but it's important that it evolves with the needs of the community. And to Man's point, what you're hearing from businesses and what businesses need in the community. And, I'm just like so passionate about this, the idea of how business works with community. And as you see the business community and the business community pushes up the community and, and how that works together and how that formulates. And I think you'll begin to see a lot of that in our next year, our fiscal year or whatever.
People kind of get more FOMO. They're like, hey, I need to be
Oh,
a
yeah.
part of
Oh,
this.
it's already there.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yep.
I hope so.
Mhm. I love that.
Last chamber breakfast, it was how Jamie set up the room. It was just so inviting. And I think that's the biggest thing is that people want to come because it's fun and there's a seat at the table for everyone.
Yeah.
No matter what kind of business they're in or
Mhm.
where they're going, or if they've been there for 10 years or if they've only been there for 10 months.
Mhm.
That's right.
Create those connections.
Mhm.
So I got one last question. I'll ask all you guys the same question. Chamber in 5 years, where are you guys going to be?
Oh gosh.
One, ladies first.
I think it'll be I think the chamber will always be the conveyor. Will always be a resource for businesses and for the community to open doors and to listen. I think it's going to always be evolving. And I personally hope after our conversation today that we're shaking more hands and showing up in more rooms.
We're going to have a waiting list.
I love it.
We're going to have a waiting list to get on the board,
Oh,
to serve and to really impact things in the community that way. I'm hoping we have enough, member support and members that aren't just coming to the table, but they're leveling up with us. I really want to see them level up. We talked a little bit a minute ago about the C-suite mastermind conversations that need to happen. And that's where we're going to see businesses and community leveling up with us.
Yeah.
And then the sky's the limit. Really, in 5 years, who knows? We could be the fastest growing and best chamber in the state of Florida.
I honestly believe that too.
look at Jamie's face. Speak it into the universe, Jamie.
I
Just
love
I'm putting it out
Come
there.
on.
Put it out
I'm putting it out there.
If you don't speak, it won't happen.
That's right.
Yep.
This is a process that we're actually going through now. The chamber has not had like a developed, formalized mission or vision or core values or strategic pillars or strategic plan. And so this is a process that we're going through now. So
Yeah.
all the conversation that took place right now is like everything we're working through as a board and ambassadors. And so in 5 years, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because I think 2 years ago, I never thought we would be where we are
Right.
like right now.
Outside looking in, I would have never thought that.
And so
either.
5 years from now, it's just like, I don't, it's endless, right? The possibility is endless. It's really exciting. But I think the big part is like having fun, not taking ourselves so seriously,
Mhm.
right? Being open, welcoming, supportive to the community. And as we're building those things, hopefully we'll be attracting more attention and more interest.
Mm-hmm. Well, keep going. You guys you have the right people in the right places. So
Thank you,
you're going to
Tanner.
do good things.
Yeah,
Thank you for having
I know
us.
you're going to be awesome
absolutely.
too.
Thanks for
Yeah.
having us.
Yep. And thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, you're
And
welcome.
thank you.
It's good stuff.
Yep.
Let me just fix that for you.
Yep.
Okay.
That's right.
Large
Large business. Get those nominations in.
Get those nominations in. Thank you,
sign up
everybody.
to
Get your
Seats.
tickets.
Yes.
Thanks for tuning in.
See you guys. Kayla said Amanda's the best. I agree.
I love her. I love her so much.